Hello, guys. Paris Olympic 2024 has just concluded, and now the talk of the town is Olympic 2036. As you know, 2020 it is already scheduled at Los Angeles. 2032 is already scheduled, organized to be organized at Brisbane, Australia, and now we are talking about 2036 India. That means it can be Mumbai 2036 or Ahmedabad 2036 or Delhi 2036 Olympic. So it is quite possible, but what we need basically is a understanding of two or three basic aspects that are going to play a very important role. The first is costing, financing, political willpower, and the cost and revenue model. Obviously, we are considering that all the players, all the athletes, all the sports person will be more than keen to participate in Indian Olympics, and it will be a fantastic opportunity for India to showcase their arrival on the world stage. But let us see what all things are happening in the background. As you know, we have got 4 bronze and 1 silver in 2024 Olympic at Paris, and our budget for sports cabinet, sports ministry in this year it was 3,442 crores only. That means it is not even zero point 0.5 billion USD. Half a billion USD is 4 point, let us say 4,400 crores is half billion. We are not even there. Our nation's sports ministry's budget was 3,442 crores only. We have spent 470 crores on Olympic 2024 expenses from the government side. So these are the numbers. And while we look at the organizing such a mega events globally on global stage, let us understand what typical cost and benefit analysis is. So if you think about 2024 Paris, they have spent 8.7 billion US dollars. 8.7 billion US dollars. We are talking about $9 billion tentatively. It is approximately 70,000 to 72,000 crores. If you talk about Beijing 2022, we are again talking about the same number, 70 to 75,000 crores rupees. 2022 Tokyo was marred by Corona pandemic and all those issues, because of which the expenses were skyrocketed, 13.7 billion US dollars, which essentially means we're talking about 1 lakh crore to 1.10 lakh crore rupees in Tokyo. Then there is 2026 Rio de Janeiro, which was again one of the costliest Olympics ever, $23.6 billion. $23.6 billion is we are talking about 2,20,000 crores approximately. Calculation can be up and down, but slightly here and there. But this is what we are trying to see. If you compare conservative estimates of, let us say, Paris or London, London was 16.6 billion US dollars, which is the expense. If you talk about Paris, which is $9 billion, we are talking about $9 billion. We are talking about 75,000 crores of cost that Paris has to bear for organizing the Olympic. And on the other hand, sports minister's budget in India, the complete nation's budget is 3,442 crores, which means the expenses on organizing the Olympic is exactly 20 to 25 times more than the nation's budget for sports ministry. This is what the situation is. Now, that is only one thing. So until unless there is a political willpower, a solid support from government financially, culturally, or operationally, otherwise it is not possible to bid for 2036 Olympic and win. The one more important aspect here is, if you look historically in the last 24 years, whatever Olympics that have got organized are negative from revenue perspective. Now, while calculating the revenue, we can always consider tangible and intangible benefits, but intangible are spread over a long time. The immediate benefits are construction of infrastructure, transportation, accommodation, travel industry, etc., etc. But that also, from a study of previous six Olympics, is seen in negative. For example, Sydney Olympics cost was 6.6 US dollars billion, whereas the revenue was only 3 billion US dollars. When 2004 Athens, 11 billion US dollars was cost, and the revenue was only 2.6 USD billion. 2008 Beijing, 2.78 billion cost officially, and 2.94 billion revenue officially. 2012 London Olympics, 3.77 billion USD is the cost, and 3.82 billion USD is the revenue. Now, Rio de Janeiro 2016, $11 billion was the cost, whereas $9 billion is the revenue. It is negative. In 2020, Tokyo again, it is negative because $13 billion was the cost and $5.2 billion was the revenue. Paris has already spent approximately $9 billion US dollars, and the revenues are getting calculated. Numbers are getting calculated. So by going by, these are conservative estimates. These are official estimates. Obviously, there are huge cost overruns in all the Olympics, but some countries have accepted it, and some countries have accepted the overruns, whereas others have not. So taking into consideration 2036 Mumbai Olympics or New Delhi Olympics or Ahmedabad Olympics, we must understand that there are cost overruns, there are infrastructure requirements, there are transportation requirements, there is political willpower required. The sports person has to be ready because the Olympic host is supposed to win some goals also. 10, 15 goals are expected from them. And unfortunately, we are not there because in the 2024 Olympic, we have spent 470 crores on Olympics only. And we have got 4 bronze and 1 silver. So I'm not trying to belittle our sports people and athletes. What I'm trying to understand is we need a complete overhaul of our mentality, of our political willpower, of our managing of the federations of sports federations, and complete overhaul of political machinations that happen in the sports. Until unless we take sports out of the politics out of sports, the sports out of politics cannot be taken care of. So these are important pointers. And if you are looking at 2028 Olympics is Los Angeles, 2032 Olympics is Brisbane, Australia, and if we are aiming at 2036 Olympics at Mumbai or Ahmedabad or New Delhi or any other place in India, we must smell the coffee. We must wake up and smell the coffee and pull up the socks. Thank you very much.